What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the GINN podcast. This is your host, GWeezy11, aka Gilbert Sanchez, or set that fucking backwards. But this is gonna be a dope episode because I got two people here that hit me up trying to be on this platform, and it was by far the coolest thing I ever did because they've been doing good things in the community. They've been doing some music. But yeah, man, what's up, man? Welcome to the fucking podcast.
What's popping?
You exposed me for hitting you up.
Yeah, no. It was. I like people. I'll be honest, bro. People hit me up and like want to come on the thing, and with you kind of had a guess. So that's the kind of professionalism I saw between y'all two. So by far, that was like right off the bat, like, oh shit, this is dope. And plus, the message you saying was professional as well. I had people hit me up like, hey, let me be on your platform. And I was just like, wait, what?
You know what's crazy? So I mean, we done a bunch of podcasts.
Yeah.
But recently, I'm a huge fan of Rick Ross. Like I studied him or whatever. He did this random podcast, right? A new podcast pops up, right, with him as an interview. So I'm like, okay, I'm watching this. And so it's just like a white dude, like a young white dude, in his room, like type of podcast.
Yeah. Live stream.
And so he said that the reason he did the podcast for the dude because of the way he messaged him.
Yeah.
And what he said, Rick Ross said that when you messaged me, you didn't just ask me to come on. You told me what you can offer, and that was boss. I was like, bet. So from now on, that's how I'm going to approach.
Yeah, and it worked,
stuff.
bro. It worked. Because, just like I said, people that hit me up just say, hey, I want to be on your platform. Hey, can I bring my guests on the platform? I'm just like, man, as much as I want you on this platform, I definitely try to be as professional as possible, just like I was telling you. But since this is our first time meeting, I go in a little bit about myself. So I was telling him, I grew up in San Antonio, but I moved here when I was 6. So my parents divorced when I was 6. From originally Corpus Christi, so down south. Man, been here ever since. I don't really consider Corpus my actual place of birth just because this is all I fucking remember. Been on the south side of San Antonio my whole life. I don't know if y'all know where Southwest High School is. It's like fucking far on the deep side of San Antonio. So
I know Rocky's Tacos on the south side.
So it's near there.
For real?
Yeah, it's near there.
All right.
So in that area, there's actually a couple of those that funny that you mentioned that shit. Of that, that's pretty much it, man. Been working, been grinding. Just telling him, I used to work at a car dealership for about 2.5 years. Whenever the pandemic hit, pretty much everybody from the dealership got furloughed. In the car business, it's really, you're fucking fired. I've been fucking reselling sneakers for about 4 years. So whenever that happened, kind of just went full time with it. Never looked back since. So it's been good.
That's a blessing.
It's been good, man. I've been trying to fucking basically make money, man. Just trying to do that. Get into the stock market. I really want to get in real estate, but that's a whole different other fucking podcast for it. But yeah, man. Introduce yourself. Whichever one of y'all want to go first, cause
for sure, man. So, man, my name is C-Will Too Ill. That's CWILLTOOILL. Ain't no spaces.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? you know, we keep it 100, man. I'm from Wetumpka, Alabama, bro.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, man. I'm not from San Antonio. You know, my mom is from here. That's how I ended up here 2 years ago after graduation. I'm ex-football player.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm an ex-athlete, man. I played hella sports. You know what I mean? I played football at Georgia Southern, offensive lineman. And then right after graduation, I moved out here to San Antonio. I had been doing music consistently. I had been writing consistently since 2014.
Okay.
So 2018 came around. And I said, man, I needed a place to go. And I just so happened to land here in San Antonio. You know, I had family here. Man, I've just been looking it up, you know, just been hustling since, bro.
Yeah, man.
Really, you
I
know
feel
what
that.
I'm saying? Like, you know, this is the first time I really feel like I done been able to really find myself, you know, in my music and really be able to write, record effortlessly, you know what I mean? Without having to think too much, just sitting down and like make 3 songs today. You know what I mean? And like, so it feels good.
Oh yeah, I got you, man. I got you. So you say you've been doing that music stuff for how long? Before you started?
Man, so I'm a music guy. You know, my brother has been recording since he was 13. He's 8 years older than me.
Oh shit, that's a while, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I've been going to the booth since I was 5. I'm 24. You know what I mean? So I've been going to the booth since I was 5. I made my first actual song, man. Man, I had my song as my MySpace song for a while. You know what I mean? So I've been making music for a little minute.
That's how far.
But then I stopped.
Right?
You know what I mean? Yeah, but but then I stopped. I told the story the other day. I stopped because I used to have a box TV. I put a camcorder on my TV, and I used to record videos. I used to record videos of me rapping. And on the last video that I did, bro, on the last,
he's laughing, so I'm laughing.
I didn't know that. He's never said that before. He never said that.
Because
I appreciate the honesty.
like this memory is like it's brand new again because I just thought about it for the first time yesterday or a couple of days ago. When I wrote about it in a song, and I put this camcorder on my box TV, bro. And I used to record videos of me rapping on YouTube. I'm talking about it like this right here is like 2000, like 2007, 8. You know what I mean? Like, and so the last video I made, bro, I dissed Chucky and Lil Twist from Young Money.
Yeah.
Right. I put it on YouTube, bro. It had like 10K in like 2 days. You know, back then on YouTube, I had like I only think you had subscribers then. You probably just posting video, bro. And then all of a sudden, bro, I hella comments, people in there. Oh, he better than Lil Chucky. I was like, oh, this is my shot, man. Second day, hit 10K. So happy. I remember getting off the bus. My mama, hot. She said, "Well, you better take that video down."
Oh, the hell! How'd you find out?
What? Because it was going viral around my city. So somebody, one of my classmates probably showed their mama. Their mama was like, "Oh, let me tell his mama, make sure she know he doing this."
Yeah.
She said, "Get that out of there." You know what I mean? Mainly because she knew my goal was to play football. Mm-hmm. That was my thing, you know. So she didn't know I wanted to do music. She just thought I was on there cussing some nigga out, trying to beef with him. That, you know what I mean? And I was like, so looking back on it, you know, I'm glad she did it or whatever. But you know, you never know what could have came from that. Yeah. So it's been a minute since I've been making music. I really grew up around it. My dad was in a blues band. Mm-hmm. My mom just listened to an amazing amount of music. You know what I mean? She used to listen to amazing artists like Maxwell, Raphael Sadiq.
Yeah.
My dad was a mint condition guy. Everybody was Prince, right? You know, just a number of great artists. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that's where my soulful singing come from, is you know, that influence. And then my rapping just come from just growing up in the South.
What's up, man? Alabama, man. How's that? It's a change. So you said 2 years ago. I'm assuming it's a change, man. Like the food, culture, being around a lot of Latinos, like it's definitely different. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, you know, I was no,
I'm just being.
We didn't. It ain't that many Mexicans. Well, not when I was growing up. There wasn't that many Mexicans in Alabama, dog. Yeah. You know, we had a couple, but not a whole bunch. So it is different being here, but I actually like it though. You know what I mean? Like, I love diversity anyway. Yeah. I love you know, I just like being able to feel like me. And so I felt like me at home, and I feel like me here. So same difference to me.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. What about you, man? You from San Antonio?
Yes, I am.
So from
Santa Rosa Hospital.
Oh shit! God damn, you're the hospital too.
Santa Rosa Hospital.
Man, that's crazy. I don't even know what fucking hospital I'm from. That's dope though. So you grew up here, been here ever since?
No, I've lived a bunch of different places: Michigan, Mississippi, Tennessee, Washington State.
Damn.
Yeah, but majority of my life has been here. I used to live in Pleasanton. You know where Pleasanton is?
Yeah, so it's about 45 minutes.
South. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Reed Street.
Yeah. No, definitely. What made you? So before you moved to all these places, you used to live in San Antonio?
Yes.
What made you come back?
It's home, really. I remember, birth through 6th here, Washington for about 2 years. My mom's relationship came back up until I was 10 or 11. After 4th grade, then we went to Michigan, and then Mississippi, Tennessee for a few months, back to Mississippi. And in 2016, I came back here for good.
Damn. What's up, man?
My brother graduated. He graduated high school in 2016, so we all just came back home.
Okay. Does that, let me ask you a question. I don't mean go off topic. Does that have any, would you say that has a big effect on you?
100%.
Like trying to navigate to like different friends and stuff like that? How do you say it affect you?
Oh, it affected me negatively because I have social issues. So, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a very, you know, I could just a very different individual just because I've had to go through my life just kind of figuring it out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? figuring out internally, I'm blessed to where my external environment was, we always had a house over our head and food in the fridge. I'm blessed that way. So I don't want to complain too much. But internally, it's been very difficult for me.
Oh yeah, I got you, bro. I never really went out of state, but definitely moved around like San Antonio, Corpus. And I think between like the age of like 4 and maybe like when I left San Antonio, between that time when I was still in Corpus, and we moved like damn near like 7 times, like
It's
within
tough.
like 3 or 4 years, and different schools, different people, different teachers. I mean, yeah, we're young, so I kind of don't really remember, but just having to hear these stories from my mother and my father and stuff like that is just, it's terrible, man. It definitely has a negative impact on you. But um, how did y'all meet each other? How did y'all come about as far as, because I know he's been doing music for a long time. Obviously, he just moved here 2 years ago. So how did that connection come between y'all?
I was doing I've been promoting probably like 9 months, and I would just try to get on anything I could. I'll promote anything that I was at least interested in.
Yeah.
And so I met somebody through somebody who was doing this showcase, and so I just threw my logo on there and promoted it. I just went with my lady at the time and then my friend, and he performed. And I had got involved with one artist before, just a little bit, did like 2 or 3 things, but I wasn't into like the industry type shit yet. But I just connected with him and the music and his energy. And just through the music and the way he performed, I could just tell he was like me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to get involved in that, and then just been working ever since.
Just set it off. That's what's up, man. I know for like the management thing, like obviously you're his manager, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So how does that, coming from like an artist? Was there anything that you kind of look for in a manager, or is this your first manager? How does that work out for you?
So technically, I would have to say, no, he wouldn't be my first manager, but honestly, yes, he's my first. What I'm saying,
The other one
because
was
everything
bullshitting?
else was, I ain't gonna say bullshit, but it was just like they were my homies.
Oh, I
You
see.
know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
gotcha.
I knew them, and I was like, hey man, y'all be my manager.
Yeah.
But when they was asked to do some stuff, you know what I'm saying, they put their best foot forward.
Mhm.
But as far as like being taking music serious, and me being who I am right now,
Mhm.
and trying to take it to this next level, this right here is definitely my first manager. And what I look for in a manager, that's a good question. I ain't never been asked that one. What I honestly, look for in a manager is
Me.
somebody.
Right.
Facts.
There's only one me.
Somebody who one knows who they are, right? And because if they know who they are, they can't be swayed or changed. You know what I mean? They can't switch up when we start really getting to this money. You know what I mean? Like if I'm go into business with you, I gotta actually trust you.
Yeah,
You know what I
100%.
mean?
Yeah.
And so we definitely developed that relationship. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Well, I started as I was just his number one fan. You know what I'm saying? I was just I would say, so at that time, like if I would hit somebody, I would be like, oh, I manage Seawell just because it's convenient. But day to day, I was just his number one fan. I didn't say I was manager. I tried to be the supporter that I would want, which was
that
constant. All I did was just throw him opportunities and then talk about them to everybody. If you know me, I don't stop talking about this man because he's my friend, my brother, and I support him, his vision. We have the same, I told him that we like damn near the same person right now.
Right.
Like we just do everything that we do, at least business wise, we just do it together. It's understood
it's
that
on the way. It's coming.
Yeah. So I made sure that I earned the title of manager.
Oh yeah, that makes sense, man. It's cool to see that though. It's cool to see, like, 'cause y'all didn't know each other before, right?
Nope.
No.
Not at
So
all.
that's the cool part about this situation is that y'all had some interest. Y'all had same things that y'all like. I'm assuming is coming together, and it all makes sense. I know the one question I have though is question I like to ask everybody, because everybody's situation is different. Everybody has different views. Everybody just went through whole things different. How's the pandemic been for y'all? Like as far as music, and then just for you, like just managing and
Well, it
going
was
around.
frustrating for me because my life is movement, is
Yeah.
moving around outside. So Corona literally took that.
Exactly.
So, I have a day job, so I'm blessed. Money has been fine. Still got a roof over my head. But I don't know what the word is, but it's been tough for me being so
the whole
still.
pandemic,
being so still. But we're moving now. I realized the other day is we don't hang out anymore. For like 4 months, we were hanging out all the time, smoking all the time.
Fact.
We were still talking it. We were still talking business. We haven't hung out like a month and a half because we back out. What's up? We back working.
Yeah,
that makes sense, man.
Facts. But now I see him 2 times a week.
Yeah,
working. You know what I mean? So, it's a good thing. I think the pandemic affected me in a way where it was a good thing. For me creatively, it was a good thing. I'm actually glad everything stopped because I was able to really start recording again. I had to, I had just moved, so I was able to get my house together, get my studio right, get all the echo out of the room, and really, be able to hone in on a different sound. And what came from that was I dropped, my album Calm But Dangerous. But then I turned around and now, I think I'm crafting up a whole different sound that hasn't been heard or touched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that so Dior freestyle was crazy.
Huh?
That Dior freestyle was crazy.
Facts. That's coming real soon. That's coming real soon. For real.
How do speaking of like, for instance, were you doing anything did you have any shows before that pandemic lined up?
Man, we were moving, man.
Yeah.
We had a lot built up, man. This man right here.
We have like different views about the pandemic. He says he's glad it happened. I am not at all.
Because we was about to go on a interview tour. I'm talking about like 5 different cities.
We had
3
South by Southwest shows
the same day. South by Southwest.
I love the club. My life is the club. We was just starting to get booked for the club. Like to me, or in my head, I'm thinking if the pandemic hadn't happened, we'd be on a whole other level.
Oh yeah,
right
man.
Now. But unfortunately, but now we on a whole nother level, foundation wise. Now though,
facts. Because when we were doing all that, a lot of people didn't know this, but I'm glad we were able to talk about it now because that means we done learned from it and we done did it. We didn't have nothing on paper. You know what I mean? But this summer we solidified everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's all I'm gonna say about that. But look, we solidified it on paper, so we just from there we got the foundation set, putting the team together. And 2021, man, we about to end 2020 real strong, but 2021, man, it's gonna pop off.
Yes,
and we're gonna begin it with a statement. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
that's good though. That's good. Definitely want to solidify everything on paper, make it official for sure. I know that for sure was one of the biggest things whenever I started my business. A lot of shit you got to worry about that. Actually, they don't teach you in school, but I know going back to your music, one question I like to ask too is for artists. Some artists like make the beats first and then kind of do the lyrics. Other artists do lyrics, kind of do the beats after, or however they want to do it. For you, what would you say? How do you produce your music? Lyrics first, beats first, or both together? How do you work that out?
For me, I think most of the time I'm writing to a beat.
Okay.
Because I think I just like to really catch a vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Like, I like to catch a vibe and I like to write to the flow of the beat and how I feel that day. You know what I mean? Or what I'm feeling, or like how does the beat make me feel? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I listen to a lot of beats. Like I probably listen, honestly, in my headphones throughout the day, I'm always listening to beats. So I probably listen to like 50 beats a day, 50 to 100 beats a day. And so I just skip because I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know what I'm not looking for. Mm-hmm. And if it's not that, it's just going to keep on skipping. So when I land on something that I can really catch a flow to, and I'm like, okay, I like this flow, I record my flow. I might not be saying shit. I record my flow. So later on, I can make sure, this flow right here was hot. And I can't forget how I said it. And I got to put the emphasis on this just like this, because this nice. You know what I mean? I did it like a freestyle, but now I got to make it come to life for real. And that's sort of how I've been writing this year. And quarantine helped me with that. And so it's been good.
How would you say quarantine has quarantine definitely helped like the way like your lyrics are coming out? Like do you have different stuff you talk about?
Yeah, I feel like I finally found my identity as an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
During this pandemic, I feel like I finally was able to say, okay, see, Will, you always gonna be a different artist, but you gotta be really, really good at something. And I finally figured out what that something is, and I'm about to give it to everybody. You know what I mean? I finally figured out what it was. And then on top of that, it's just more or less like pandemic has given me a chance to like really slow down and try to be a full-time entertainer. I'm trying to, I like to act. You know what I mean? I like to just be, be in a room doing stuff like this. You know what I mean? Just
100%.
being a full-time entertainer, and really just, uh, showing people, more of who I am. I feel like I always, in my music, I'm really transparent, but I ain't never really talked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like as we go into, the end of this year and the top of 2021, I think this stuff like this is the best things that we can be doing. It's really connecting with people like you. You know what I mean? So,
I appreciate that, man. I know you just said that you're big on the club. How long you been like promoting? You promote clubs, right?
Yes.
Or how long you been doing that?
Well, I've been in love with the club since I became a Sigma and we started going to the club. Since I started getting that attention,
That makes sense.
I never looked back to house parties, kickbacks. I didn't game nights. I've never been like into that type of stuff, the kind of chill stuff. But in fall of 2017 is when I kind of went full into the club. I kind of left Greek life behind. I just been doing.
Where did you? So I'm assuming that's something with college, right?
Yes, sir.
So where did you go to college? Here in San Antonio?
Yes, I did 2 years at Southern Mississippi, and then I did my last 2.5 at UTSA.
Oh, that's dope, man. That is dope. What did you, if you don't mind, say?
Accounting.
God damn. So that's what I. I don't honestly. I remember I changed my major like fucking 4 times, man. But I have a degree from UTSA too.
Changed mine twice.
4 times.
3 times.
It's how did you like it, man?
I love accounting.
Yeah.
But the rest of the shit was a waste of time. All the management classes and business law, contracts, finance.
Yeah, finance was terrible. Crazy you said that.
I mean, I guess I won't say it's a waste. If you're into that, cool.
Yeah.
But for me, I liked accounting. Those are the only classes I really cared about. But you have to care about the other classes in order to do well. And I wanted to do well, which I did do pretty well. So, I'm not. Now that I'm done with school and I've been through it, got through it. I'm not the biggest fan of school.
No, yeah. I got a question though, because I'm always curious. How does this like? Because degrees definitely taught me a lot of things. Well, actually, going to college definitely taught me a lot of things.
The discipline of college.
Mm-hmm. How was, besides the discipline, what else can you say that helps you, like, between what y'all do and the business that just everything in general, I guess? How would you say it kind of helped you out?
Well, it teaches you if you're involved in things. And for me, I was involved, but I also had jobs. Like I worked. I've always been, money.
Yeah.
Money's first. It teaches you how to move and put priorities and, chase a dream. At first it was legit. The dream was getting through college. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. That's pretty deep.
No,
that's now that I thought about.
I agree.
I never said.
Yeah,
I never thought of it that way.
That was my only goal, and once I accomplished it, it was like.
And then
what's next? Yeah.
I didn't know. So when I went to school, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to be in business. So I had a general business, and I just changed to entrepreneurship because I knew I wanted to own something. And then it was a CPA who came to our class, my first accounting class, and I liked the class and what he was talking. I was like, okay, I'll be a CPA. So I changed to accounting or whatever. So yeah, that was a dream. And plus being Sigma. So those are it was like Sigma, accounting, and then money, go to work. And then, now that I've evolved, I still didn't really know what I wanted to do, but as I evolved and I got into the club, got into, doing the music industry management, I was like, okay, well, now this is what I want to do. And then but because I have all this experience doing all these different things, I can use them all to my advantage and make a pretty monster impact.
Yeah, especially what you do now. Yeah, especially what you do now. Nah, man, it all works together. I definitely, like I said, school for me definitely makes you think about time management for sure. How to schedule things.
And I like the random free time. So like you got class at 3 and then it gets canceled. Oh, you like, fuck, bet 2. I got 2 hours to do nothing.
I always had to go to practice.
That's
good you brought it up. So so obviously you played football, right?
Yeah.
So how did that being in a sport, does that give you, how does all the stuff that you learn being in the sport, well, I guess answer that question first, and then the second question I have is how long you been playing sports and football and stuff like that?
Oh man, just as long, bro. Like I started playing football. I started playing football in 3rd grade.
Okay.
Never missed a season. But always through high school all the way through college, man. Well, I didn't play my senior year of college. I stopped playing ball. I got disqualified because I had too many concussions.
Yeah.
So I got disqualified. I actually chose to hang the cleats up. My insurance was like, go back out there, we ain't covering you.
Yeah.
So, talked to my mom, talked to my dad, made a decision to hang them up. And at that moment, I had to make the decision. Now, I had chased that dream for so long. I was like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing now? I was in a little funk for it, and I was still, making my music, but I had never committed to it. I finally committed to it. I finally committed to 2018. You know what I mean? Getting to 2018. So I ain't really been looking back since then.
Yes. So, how would you say the football thing goes into your music? Does it have any like correlation between your music or anything like that?
My competitive edge. Competitive edge for sure.
I can see that.
Because I've always wanted to be the best in football. You know what I mean? I always wanted to be the best, and so bringing that competitive edge to music, was like, man, I got to be the best at something. I got to be the best in this. I'm like if I'm gonna commit to it, like I'm really doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go hard for myself. Like I'm gonna dance on stage. I'm gonna sweat. I'm gonna be that person. You know what I mean? But then I'm gonna turn around and also, it's taking me, man. Because when I first got here, I was like 345, 350 pounds. You did what I'm saying? I'm like 250 now. Like, so I was literally just putting it all on the line, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was, you know what I mean? I was sweating and everything. Now I say that same competitive edge has helped me.
Yeah, help
to
yourself, bro.
where,
Help yourself.
and he got to
bad.
get the chocolates.
My bad.
I was looking
Man,
for
like,
a Reese's.
I say that. Oh, I swipe that. Like, swipe that. Like, but nah, man. That competitive edge, I brought it now. To my lifestyle. Losing the weight.
Mhm.
I talk about that a lot of my music. That impacted me. I think there's I've realized that me sharing this side of me and talking about the other side of me, that a lot of people know and fell in love with the music on that side as well. Me talking about all those things that I never got to talk about, because I had to live through them first. Being able to talk about those things now, and then plus, being able to interpret what I'm living through going through right now, has been dope for the music. It's been dope for me. It's just like a little diary for me over the years.
It all, like I said, it all comes together. Another thing that I always like to ask, because sometimes it influences other people, sometimes it doesn't. But I know for you, is there any artist that you kind of look up to or kind of mash your own monster together from all these different artists? What is there anybody you look up to or anything like that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I always say, my favorite artist off top.
Oh, we can go into that. Yeah.
Off top is Cole.
Oh yeah. Lyric genius.
Oh yeah.
Lyric
It's J.
genius.
Cole, because people, I got into an argument with somebody recently about him and Kendrick. I was like, man, Kendrick is great. You know what I mean? But for me, the way J. Cole made me feel when he, with those old mixtapes, you know what I mean, from 09, 2011, 2013, those right there unmatched because they came at the perfect time in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, so Kendrick, he dope, one of the greatest as well. He a GOAT. They can live at the same time. But yeah, so I would say J. Cole influences my music. He used to influence my music a lot. I had to stop listening to him for a little while so I can find myself. But he's still one of my GOATs because he got effortless flows. He don't really like, a lot of people, like, they say that he sound the same all the time, but never sound the same. It's always different. You know what I mean?
Bro, yeah.
Because he's always touching on a different subject, and his substance is always there. I was gonna be talking about something.
It's always real life too, man.
Yeah.
It's always shit that everybody goes through. Like
Facts.
everyday
Facts.
people go through the shit that he puts out. But man, it's funny you say J. Cole because do you know the mixtape he put out? What was his first couple mixtapes? Do you remember the names of it? I'm just because I can't remember, but there was one where
I can see them all on Spinrilla.
Me too. I have that page.
Not Dollar in a Dream. With that, cause that's a song.
So there's one
we're talking about Beyond the Lights. No, Friday Night Lights.
Yes. Okay, that's
Sideline Story.
Friday Night Lights.
All that. Yeah, Friday Night Lights.
So that's the one where that's the one I got involved with J. Cole. A friend of mine had shown me it, and it just took the roof. Like it just set it off for me. I'm like, damn, this guy's gonna be, because it was before he made his debut album, so it was just like, damn, this one's tough.
Yeah,
very tough.
Facts.
Been listening to him ever since, and once we got to Forest Hill Drive, and he did that shit. Oh man, bro, it's just so hard. I guess I can't even think of the word, man. Diverse. There we go. So diverse with his flows and the way he makes music, the shit he talks about. But that's the way I feel about him. Just go off on a fucking tangent.
Bro, the way he described college is what took him to the next level. There's so many people who are in their 20s and late 20s, early 20s right now. Just this whole generation, we were all in that realm of about to hit high school and college. So he was just one of those pioneers that came through that time. Because I can still remember listening to him, with Miguel. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Kendrick was right there too. Because Kendrick, had the Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. I still remember that, listening to that as a young kid. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's crazy that, I feel like they just came at the right time. I was watching this podcast the other day, I Am Athlete.
And, I just talked about that on my like 2 podcasts ago. Yeah, with Brandon Marshall and I know what you're talking about.
So they was we was hold on, I forgot what we was talking about. Hold on, oh snap, I lost my thought.
I Am Athlete podcast.
So they were talking about something on there. I lost my thought. They was talking about something.
You're good, man.
What they were saying. I forgot.
You're good, bro.
I lost it.
Speaking of that, man, they talk about some cool things too. It's pretty cool to see the background of like the NFL, like their perspective on it. And I mean, obviously I don't know if they have any ties to it. I don't know if they're like still getting checks, but they go in, man, on the fucking NFL. It's pretty crazy to see that.
They do.
About all the shit they went through, the crazy stories they have, the amount of money they made, because they're very blunt too about how much money they've made, and just the afterlife, I guess, after retirement from the NFL. So it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Funny you brought that up. But what is I know you just said that you kind of found yourself, but as far as your style, is there how did you come up with that? Like, is there anything that actually like you've been through any struggles, anything like that kind of made your style? The style of music that you actually make or produce or anything?
Honestly, I think it always changes. I think it always changes. I've noticed, I say now, 4 changes in my music. I had the one, where I was just sort of playing around with music.
Yeah.
And I sort of sounded like Doe B. You know what I mean? Because I'm from Alabama, so I sounded like Doe B. I tried to make the auto-tune with no auto-tune flow.
Let me find out.
Yeah, for real though. For real. And I realized that wasn't me talking about, the guns and all that stuff. I was like, I ain't even talking no guns. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I knew that wasn't me. So I was like, okay. I was like, okay, I can't rap like that. Then I met my dog 2-5. He was real. He's like a real conscious rapper. You know what I mean? So he started getting me there. I said, okay, I like this. I said, let me. That's when I really feel like I sort of became the artist that I am now. Because he was always talking about something. Well, I wasn't talking about nothing. I wasn't talking about a damn thing. But but then I was like, okay, look, I guess I got to talk about something, because he been talking about his mama and daddy and shit. So let me talk about my mom and my daddy too. So I started doing that, and then from there, I feel like me and him started rapping a lot. And then, I stopped. I guess we really just started making music together because we was roommates. So I talked to him every day.
Oh, yeah.
We just started making music in our room because we both had our own studio. And then we'll collab on something every now and then. So then I feel like I really found a whole different side of myself with singing. I got into like this huge R&B phase.
Yeah, okay.
Where I didn't really rap or nothing like that. And then I've sort of found myself between the two. You know what I mean? I found myself, being able to go from rapping and singing all of my hooks,
Yeah.
or just staying in auto tune the entire song, or floating between auto tune and not having it, and people being like, "Damn, I don't think he got auto tune right here. This shit sound good."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think I finally, found that. So I think it always changes, with the phase of my life. Right now, the reason why all my music is positive and upbeat, because it's just to reflect on where I am in my life right now. Because at one point in 2018, all my music was like, I'm loveless. So you know what I mean? Breakups and shit. You know what I mean? So I think I just, you know what I mean? So I think I really just take people on a journey throughout my life, and and the people who have listened, they like the story. And I think a lot of people are gonna be able to tap into it. The more we talk about it, the more we tap in with more fans.
Yeah, yeah. I know we just finished talking about the pandemic. Y'all had some stuff lined up. What are y'all trying to do in 2021? Is there anything y'all can like let out, or is just all kind of just like secretive now? Or what would y'all want to do?
Well, there's his birthday. There's whatever's gonna be South by Southwest.
Okay.
There's Boss Fest that I gotta do. Cause I did last year. It was supposed to be 2020, but obviously, I didn't do it 2021.
Have y'all been at South by Southwest?
Big placements, man.
Big placements.
I'm telling you, big
Moves.
placements. Just know that. Just know that. Look, put it like this. He want to be humble about it. I am too. But I'm just gonna say it just like this. Look, we're dropping a crazy ass music video at the top of the year. Crazy ass music video. We've been working on it. It's gonna be dope. And it's gonna be a real. So just wait on it. You know what I mean? Just wait on that.
I'm a fan already, bro.
Yeah.
I've well, since we've been in touch, I've been kind of listening to your music, and that's why I found out. And it's literally everything you've talked about. Kind of the positivity is in the actual music. When you good? You good?
Yeah, I'm straight.
When you do this positivity within your music, and I know you say you like to switch around things based on what you're feeling. Do you think that has any effect on like what your fans see of you, or you think the fans are just liking the music because it's just you? Because that's the way I view people. What are your views on that?
I haven't figured that one out yet, because right now I think I'm really just I feel like I still have the freedom to just really drop any type of music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we ain't signed yet. You know what I mean? So we just run the independent route and just doing freely. You know what I mean? We just being, underground artists making bread.
Underground legends.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I feel the freedom. I don't feel boxed in to do nothing, specifically. Like, if I want to drop a sad song tomorrow, goddamn, drop that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people who like it gonna like it. And that's all you know what I mean? But as long as I liked it when I put it out, hey, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
And I can't complain.
Yeah, definitely people are going to come to, like, I think that if they like you just as a person, if they feel like your positivity within everything, your message, from what I've seen from other artists, that's definitely attracted. I'm attracted to that person, to that music. So that's what I see in you, man, to be very, very honest. Coming from different, Alabama, is that the only state you've been like living in? Or did you live in anywhere else? Because the question.
Nah, man, that's it, man. Because I was born in Tennessee, but I'm from Wetumpka.
I gotcha. So I know you used to rap when you were younger. Any people that still listen to you back then have hit you up like now? I'm like, damn, this has changed. Like anything like that?
Yeah. Facts. Yeah. That happens, man. Because matter of fact, the first group I was ever in was a group called YMWC, Young Men with Class. Yeah. And that was two of my cousins, man, Charlie and Kendall. And my rap name back then was like Lil Hurt or something like that. I got it from my PE coach, so we ran with it. You did.
Yeah.
So but yeah, man, me and him talk all the time. Like that's my dog. Like me and him talk multiple times a week. Him was talking back in February. He was like, bro, it's crazy to see that you still rapping, but you still passionate about it, and you still like you good at it. You evolved over time, because Me, him, and multiple other people in middle school, like we were literally beating on tables in the lunchroom, making songs.
Yes,
like,
sir, yeah.
like, I'm talking about. We'll have people coming over and be like, hey, y'all do that song, Got 'Em Running. They would have got 'em running.
Freestyle, yeah.
No, it was the same song. They just want to hear the same song over and over and over. So we just do it over and over again every single day at lunch. I'm talking about, and then that led into us having to do the talent show. Oh man, bro, so many good times, bro. But yeah, man, like, people do hit me up all the time, just from being on, a lot of the teams I played on. I was in track. I wrestled in high school. I was in theater in high school.
You
I
just
played
did about
football.
everything, man.
Yeah, man. So I was on a bunch of different teams. So, a lot of those teams, shit, had no black people either. So I just met all type of people, dog. You know what I mean? I just been around all type of people. So it's love, man. So a lot of them remember, me freestyling back then, just fucking around. And so for them to see me, go and do my football thing and then bring it back full circle to this, it's like a lot of them be like, oh, okay.
The hustle's
I believe
there.
you know what I mean?
The hustle's there, 100%, man. Have y'all? Of course, y'all been to. What have y'all performed at places? Correct, like different, like South. Have y'all performed like at South by Southwest or any other like
done a couple things?
Club?
Yeah. We didn't. Now we haven't done nothing with the official South by Southwest.
I got you.
Yet, but that's coming.
No, yeah, I got you, man.
They need to hurry up and do it, man. Let's do it, man. We got it.
Rooting for y'all. Is there any like crazy stories from fans or anything like that y'all could talk about? I always like saying it because some people are like, nah, it's too fucking crazy. Or
I've got plenty crazy promoter stories, but
yeah, if you want to talk about promoter stories, yeah, you can if you want to. It's up to you, man.
I don't have that many because I'm a low key guy, man. I be chilling.
I mean, I'm low key too, but I just got a lot of stories.
But
I feel like you want to say something. That's why.
I mean, I got.
Oh yeah.
I got so many stories.
It is a lot, but
there was one time. This is a few years ago. We got home from the club, and I was doing my thing with a lady in the bathroom in my room, and I could hear noise in the room, and I go outside. My homie was in the closet with a lady, and then there was somebody else in my bed with a lady. I was like,
that you didn't know.
I had no idea.
Oh,
I was
shit.
like, yo, this is crazy.
Shit, that's intense, bro.
Man, mine ain't like that. I don't have those.
I got
chilling.
I got much crazier stories than that too.
Nah, you're good, bro. You're good. You know, if you don't want to talk about it,
no, I can't. That's for off camera.
We put people on blast on you.
And so my stories is just like after. I'm just gonna talk about after my birthday concert this year, bro. They got crazy on fucking St. Mary's, dog. Like, dude got out the car, jumped on another nigga, dog. I'm talking about stepped on his windshield wipers and everything, dog. I'm talking about it was wild on St. Mary's. I was like, that's other than that, man, bro.
That's about it. You're pretty low key.
Yeah, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I gotta
low key.
No, I gotta. Okay.
I don't even drink, bro.
No, there was this one. I remember there was another time. So this isn't as explicit as the last story, but we were at the after hour spot, and I had parked somewhere I didn't need to be parking, but they're like, hey, they're out there towing your car. So I go out there, and I'm like, hey, that's my car. Can you put it down? He's like, you got to show me your insurance.
Yeah.
I got insurance on my phone, and of course, my phone doesn't want to load up the insurance. So I'm just trying to get it to load. And my homie is like trying to talk to dude, let his car down, blah, blah, blah. They're going back and forth, and they start tussling. All I care about is getting my fucking car down.
With the tow truck guy.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes. And the car is up. And I'm pretty sure I sat in the car while it was up. Like, I'm just trying to get my fucking phone to load. And so they start tussling, and then my friend is trying to film him, like, because he's doing me fucking dirty. And the dude takes his phone and throws it on top of this like little shed type thing. So my homie had to go up there and get it. But me and the tow truck guy were cool. We're not cool. We didn't know each other, but we was like, I was fine. We were fine. He was like, hey, if you just get in my truck, I'll take you down the street and I'll give you the car then, whatever. I'm like, bet. So I get in this truck. But somebody had already called the cops and they pulled up. And so he's talking to him. He told me, they want to talk to you. And he just took off with my car and I had to go get it from there.
Yeah, damn. That's some whole ass shit too, bro.
Yeah. It was crazy.
I would have been mad at my pocket.
$219. My car's been towed like 4 or 5 times.
It's here in San Antonio, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's. I think I've been told.
And San Marcos is like half of that.
What, getting towed?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's $219 here in San Antonio, and San Marcos was like $117.
Yeah, you say you've been told how many times?
Like 4 or 5.
I got told a lot in college. I ain't got told.
This was.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Well, shit, man. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about? Anything y'all want to ask me or anything?
Man, Calm But Dangerous is out right now.
Calm
The
But
album, I
Dangerous.
dropped it last year. Calm But Dangerous. I got it on my shirt.
You didn't drop it last year. You dropped it this year.
Oh, well, it feel like last year. Dang, it feel like last year. Man, sure, dude, it's been a long year, man. So if y'all feeling like I'm feeling, you know how I'm feeling. But yeah, so Calm But Dangerous is out, man. Y'all go get it. It's everywhere. Man, let it do something to your spirit, man. I listen to it at least one time a day. At least.
For real?
You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. I have to. It still get me through my day from Little Light of Mine all the way down to Final Destination.
I mean, his music, like this, my brother. His music when I met him was great. Shit, now it's like legendary. Like I was jamming the album for 2 months before it came out, and then for 2 months after it came out. You know, it was just great. It still is great.
Yeah. Shit, guys. Yeah, if you want to plug anything, I don't think we. Or you did. Actually, you did say you spelled out your whole Instagram name.
You already know.
If you want to give that.
Hey, man, you can find me everywhere. CWILLTOOILL. I just dropped a music video to the Final Destination, which is the outro to CBD. So go check that out. And when you do, subscribe to the YouTube. Other than that, man, we got a show coming up November 13th.
Hell yeah.
Make sure y'all popping out to that, man. We definitely invite you out as well, man.
Please
come out, man. Please come out, bro. It's gonna be a great time. November 13th at Flavors. It's gonna be headlined by me, Eliza 1K, Rick the Great, and Killer Keys.
Hell yeah.
So man, it's gonna be a fantastic time. Hefe got his name on it, so you know it's gonna be a good time in San Antonio, just like his birthday party was last month, 2 months ago. So other than that, we going up, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Another legendary thing coming up.
Yes,
rooting for both of y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
What's your Instagram name? I don't think we got it in the beginning.
Caffeine_Papi, PAPI.
That's funny, man. How did you come up with a name?
Drake. Originally, that was like senior year of high school, I think.
So you just ran with it?
Yeah, but somebody
that's real light skin nigga shit.
somebody already had it, so I had to put the underscore. What's it called? Underscore.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not the type to put too much energy and keep changing my name. I think that's a waste of energy. So it's just gonna be this.
I got you, bro. I got you. It's the same shit. I've had my own Instagram name since like 10th grade.
I know. I've been seeing people change it every few months.
Underscore
Caffeine Papi.
Well, I mean, at the time, I was just super into soda, and plus, you know, I just keep it moving.
Because of soda, bro?
Yeah, that's originally, and then down the road, I was like, and then later on, I'm like, well, I'm just a wily dude anyway, so it's just
all makes sense.
It's just caffeine, you know.
Well, that's what's up, man. I first want to, my thing, I definitely want to appreciate y'all coming down. I appreciate you sending me that DM because, like I said, I've been scrolling. I see what y'all doing within the community. See what your music is about. I support y'all. I root for both of y'all. And it's just pretty crazy to see two people that y'all had no idea before come together. You have similar interests. I'm always down for that positivity as well. So,
I learned. I think we learned it all doing it together.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, to be honest, I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Without him.
Honestly, let's do.
Pause.
I was actually gonna say this earlier. You know, when we was talking about the managers and what you look for in a manager.
Yeah.
Everything that he does, I don't know how to do. So I like that. That's a good thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everything, like and so a lot of the stuff that I know how to do, he don't know how to do, and he don't even like to do it. So it don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I kind of learned, and this is game for everybody. It's cool to make your life about you. And what you do is put the work in to get everything to work for you.
100%.
So I don't
everything.
Well, that too. I mean,
that too.
For me, money. I mean, money's a different conversation. But just even in your personal life, you know what I'm saying? Like, just put everybody in a role, you know, that's appropriate for them and also helps you.
Yeah.
And so you never have to do what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
But that sounds like my business management degree.
Just to go
you gotta
back.
put people in position to where they can win. You can't put nobody out of position because you're gonna mess up the flow of everything.
And then everybody wins.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To go back to what you said, man, I learned that the hard way. So going back to, I forgot. I know what you said, but I forgot. So doing one thing that you're good at and finding someone else that's better at you is always the best way, especially if they're going to be producing more things at a astounding rate than you can. Especially if you suck at it, definitely find someone else that's better at it. Pay them. Of course, you got to kind of determine the money thing, negotiate that side, but stick what you're good at, man. Stick what you're good at, and it will work out for the best, because it's always good to see other people doing stuff better than you, because you can learn, and then from there, it just works out. So,
and see, I learn fast. So if you can show it to me, I can probably remember. Yeah. I remember how to do it that way, and then from there, I know I got to get some more knowledge about it, right? But that's what the stuff he knows how to do, I don't even like to do. You dig what I'm saying? So he can do that.
Yes,
I'm like,
I appreciate that, because we both bosses at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because I still handle a lot of my shit, and then then he handle a lot of it's like we handle a lot of the same stuff, but then he has everything that I don't know how to do. He also, but as far as like the shows and everything, it's like we both always actively doing it, because I still got to advocate for myself, right?
That's true.
But at the same time, he don't even know I reach out as him, because I don't like to reach out as myself, right? Why would I reach out as me? I be writing a long message and be like, hey, this is Isaiah.
Caffeine underscore.
I know that.
Yeah.
But
because it always sounds better when it's coming from somebody else.
Yeah, and exactly why I was like, hell yeah, let's fucking do it.
Funny. Sometimes I feel like it's the manager part is a blessing and a curse, because it might actually turn people off. Be like, who's this fool who thinks he's a manager? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I worry about that. But what I try to do since day one was have value. You know what I'm saying? I can't just be like, oh, I like your music. That don't mean shit. So if I'm calling you, I'm texting you, we hanging out, I'm gonna put here's what I'm brought to the table, or here's what I'm bringing to the table. So if I text him and say, hey, I need this from you, it's because I'm about to bring something to the table.
You already got it back. You already been doing the work.
That's and I've been since day one. It's just that's all I've done is go out and just bring it all back home.
And that's the cool thing about the manager part and the promoting part too, as well. Just like you were saying earlier, you just found love in doing what you're doing. So doing what you're doing now with him being the manager, it just all correlates, bro. It's all coming together.
I get to do whatever I want to do. But of course, it's about doing it bigger. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm not making a living off of doing what I want to do, but
not yet.
It's just
not yet, man.
Just making it bigger and bigger.
Right
now, I'm blessed with how my job and everything is set up. I get to move like I'm self-employed. Before I was employed 9 to 5, but now I've elevated to I get to move self-employed. So now it's about being self-employed. So just constant elevation requires expansion.
Hell yeah, man. I always like to end on basically game for the people. So I appreciate you doing that too as well. But
that's Rakim. I got that from Jay-Z, who got that from Rakim.
Oh, I always like ending on that note. But yeah, guys, y'all heard him. Go follow the movement. Follow his Instagram. Caffeine underscore Bobby, because I remember that shit for the rest of my life, bro. It's so unique, man.
Bet.
It's so unique, bro.
That's a W.
And it just, like you said, it just correlates with Drake too, and he's the fucking biggest star right now. So, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming on. I appreciate y'all taking the time out of y'all day to come onto this platform. Like I said, I'm rooting for y'all. I'm rooting for both of y'all to go big things in life.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Hit me up, man. Both of y'all. I'll definitely show up to the November 13th.
Say less.
And you do party, because it's after party. You got
man, bring all your folks, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Bring your folks, man. Tell them, man, that is about to be some great performances, bro. Because nobody that's gonna touch that stage, bro, is lacking, dog.
Yeah, I'll definitely 100% be there, man.
So see, we'll talk about the performance. I'm talking about the party. Do you party?
I'm like 50-50, bro. Like I can party, but
so I'm gonna ask you, party for me, November 13th.
I can do it.
Spend some money.
Let's
party. And if you go all in, I'm gonna make sure you have a good time.
I appreciate it, man. I'll be there. I'll be there for sure. Well, shit. This is going to conclude the podcast. Again, I appreciate y'all coming on. If you're listening right now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. Switch over to YouTube so you can see the video right now. You can see what these dope people look like. You see what I look like if you haven't checked it out already. But that's going to conclude this podcast. This is your host, Uweezy11. This is the GINN Podcast. Until next time, people. Peace.
Drink water.